What up, fam? It's your boy G Ridge. I'm back in the kitchen today, fam. Yes, sir, it's going down. You seen the thumbnail. Yes, sir. Oven baked turkey wings and rice. I got one for you. It's a nice little recipe. It's easy. And, you know, the oven going to do the job. The oven going to put in the work. So you know how I like to do. I'm going to talk you through it, and then I'm going to walk you through it. So first thing you're going to need, you're going to have to dry your turkey wings off, clean them real good, and dry them off. I got 4 big turkey wings, okay? And we're gonna season them. We're gonna season them in the same pan or dish, baking dish that we're going to bake it in. Okay. So because you're gonna put rice and you're gonna put all the seasoning stuff in it, and you want all the goodness to cook together. Okay. Check it. So the first thing you're gonna need to do these oven baked turkey wings, I'm telling you, to get them to look exactly like what's on the thumbnail. I got it for you. You're gonna need some kosher salt, the good old black pepper, yes sir, some chicken broth, parsley flakes. I'm going to use some paprika, some of that Spanish flavor paprika or paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, okay? And then did I say butter or not? I got some melted butter right here. All right. You're going to need some rice. All right. And I got like 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. All right. And don't forget your water bottle. You got to have that on fleek. When I come back, I have something cold in it because my mouth getting dry already, fam. Anyway, all right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and preset the oven at 350 degrees. Okay. You're gonna cook this for 2 hours covered. 2 hours covered, and it should be fork ready by then. And then we're gonna take the lid off, the covering off, whatever you use, and we're gonna bake it for another hour. So a total of 3 hours. Yes, sir. All right. So we're gonna season the turkey wings first, okay? Then we're gonna take them out and set it to the side, and then you have all the little remnants and whatever droppings done left from the seasoning in the pan. Okay. That's when we're gonna go ahead and put the rice in there. All right. Followed by the broth. Okay. And then we're gonna put the turkey wings back in the pan, cover it up, cook it for 2 hours, take the lid off after 2 hours, and then cook it for another hour so it can brown the top of the wings, okay? You got it all in one, fam. I'm also going to add 1 cut up onion and 1 cut up bell pepper in there also, you know, to season the rice a little bit more, okay? So hold on tight. I'll be right back. Let's get started, fam. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, fam, right here, we're going to go ahead and use 1/4 of a cup. 1/4 of a cup of the melted butter. Just put it on there real good. Don't that look good, fam? Yeah, sir. 1/4 of a cup, okay? Then we're gonna add the 1/4 of a cup of the seasoned, the all-purpose flour, okay? Gonna sprinkle it in there real good because we're gonna mix this thing up together so it can be just right. There we go. Get on in there, boy. Just to add just a little tiny little bit of gravy, fam. Just a tiny little bit of gravy. We don't want too much gravy, okay? Not in this, because we wanted just to season the rice, okay? Alright. Now what we're gonna need 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Don't worry, we're gonna mix it up real good. Now you need 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Let's get that garlic in there, fam. Okay? 2 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon of the Spanish paprika. Or paprika. It's okay. You mix it up real good. Okay, you have 2 teaspoons of black pepper. 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. We want this thing nice and seasoned, family. Okay. All right, you see it? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna mix it up, and after we mix it up, that's when we're gonna I told you we're gonna leave the remnants and stuff in there. We're gonna set the turkey wing to the side, put the rice and the broth in there, and then we're gonna put some onions and bell pepper in there also. Then we're gonna put the turkey wings back in there, wrap it up, and put it in the oven. All right? It's a nice little process. It don't take that long, and the oven is doing the work. Okay, let's get started and go ahead and mix it up real good. Mm-hmm. You can take your hands, your clean hands, or I'm using gloves. My hands are clean. Sometimes I like to use gloves. It helps me grip the meat better too, fam. Don't worry about the mess you're making. It'll be all right. You clean up behind yourself, it should be all right. Look at that. That's what's going to get it good and brown for you. Look at that, nice and seasoned. Yes, sir. Nice and seasoned. Now, look how good and seasoned that is, fam. Look at that. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and place them to the side, like I told you. Nice and seasoned. All right. Place them to the side. We're going to leave all that gunk and stuff in there, and then we're going to go ahead and put the rice and the broth in there. So hold on tight. After I clean up a little bit, I'll be right back. All right, family. So here we go. We got some onions, and I got some red and green bell peppers I'm going to throw in there. I got to throw a little veggies in that thing. Okay, so I decided to do 1 cup and a half a cup. 1.5 cup, okay, of the rice. I'm going to go ahead and spread it in here. Real good. Yeah. Be bad. 1.5 cups of rice. You can use white rice, but I'm using the parboiled rice because I like it better. It separates good. Without the rice being all gunky and everything. Okay, you normally, if you use like a cup and a half, okay, if you use a cup and a half of rice, you know you double that with water or any kind of liquid, okay, whatever you're using. I'm using broth. But when you're baking it, I try not to use the entire, okay, 1.5, that means 3 cups of water. No, I'm going to use 1.5 cups of rice, so I'm going to use like a little over 2. I'm going to use 2.5 cups. Okay, so you got 1.5 cups of rice, all right? So I'm not going to use 3 full cups of broth. I'm going to use 2.5 cups. When you use the exact amount and you're not boiling the rice and you're baking it, it turns out a little mushy. So we're going to go 2.5 cups of the broth. Yes, sir. Stick with your boy. Go ahead and pour the broth on in there. Mm-hmm. It should come out just right and not so mushy. Alright? So what I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to put those in there last. Alright? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn you this way. Place it right in here. Yes. Right on top. See, it's halfway. It's not covering, the liquid is not covering the meat. Halfway. Right on time, family. Okay? Just one this way. And you don't want this wing hanging off the edge like this, so you turn him this way. Absolutely perfect. The water, see, is halfway covering the meat. The meat will be sticking out, and when it rise up, it'll be absolutely perfect, okay? All right, so let me wash my hands right quick. Okay, so as you can see, look at that. It's already ready at 350 degrees. We got 1 cut up onion. 1 cut up onion. I'm going to spread it on throughout the process here. It's going to come out good, fam. Trust me. Then I got the cut up red bell peppers, red and green bell pepper. Put this on here. All right. I'm going to take this spoon here and spread it so it can be all into the rice and not totally covering the meat because I want to brown the meat. All right. This gonna be good, fam. Ooh, you got a one hitter quitter. All into the same baking dish. Uh-huh. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some parsley flakes on top. A little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit there. This thing come out perfect. You got your starch, you got your proteins, and your veggies all in one pot. All right. And I'm going to add some black pepper. A little bit more black pepper on top. I like that black pepper look on that, fam. You don't have to do this here. It's just because I want to. Bam. Mama, there goes that man. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and cover it. Now, that look good, family. We're going to go ahead and cover it. But like I told you, we're going to cook it covered for 2 hours. All right. And then we're going to take the covering off and cook it another hour, okay, at 350 degrees all the way through the brown, the top of the meat, okay? And then we're going to pull it out. We're going to let it sit, and then we're going to serve it. We're going to let it sit for like 10 to 15 minutes and then serve it. And it'll be time to eat, family. All right? We're going in, so hold on tight. I'll be right back when we take the covering off. All right, family, let's check it. It's been almost 2 hours. And the clock says 1:28, so we're about 10 minutes early from the 2 hours. That's okay. Ooh, look at the steam coming off of that. Oh, look at that. Look at that, fam. Look at the rice. Huh? See, now, you see how that is? Look at that. That's how you want it to look. It's done, so we're going to go back in the oven for another hour without it being covered. And then after that, it should be done. We're going to sit it back up here and let it sit before we start the service. Look at that. Look at the rice. I'm not playing with y'all. Yes, sir. Okay, 1 more hour, uncovered. We're going back in. Look at the clock. Okay, I'll be back. Put it in. That's a thing of beauty. And it feels. Fam, since I already broke a piece off it, I want to show y'all right quick. Since this one's going to be my piece right here, let me show you. So I'm going to take my hand, show you how that thing just break off of there. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Now, hold on. I'm going to show y'all the finished look before I broke the piece, okay? I just want to come in and let you know it is tender. And look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Moisture through and through. So hold on tight. I'll be right back. All right, fam. Look at that. And it is done. That's what you wanted to look like. Look at that, family. I told you. An hour later, and this is what's done. Hold on. Let me see. Can I hold this thing for y'all? Set y'all up. Hold on 1 second. Y'all see. Look at that. Look at that. That's how you want your rice to come up out of that thing. Look at that. Look. Fall right on back into place. Oh, family. Look at that. Look at all the veggies all incorporated into the rice. Yes, sir. Okay. I'm going to leave that alone because that's a thing of beauty. Now, baby, about to get some cornbread and put in there. Y'all know she got to have that cornbread. Boy, I tell you. But if you like this recipe, if you like this recipe, follow it to a T. This is it. This is a thing of beauty, as you can see. Y'all see the thumbnail. Stick with your boy. See y'all later at 7 p.m. Sports Talk tonight with Def Soul and G Rich. Love y'all to life. And it's another one in your mouth.